All right, so there's been a lot of online scuttlebutt, a lot of online chitter chatter about the new Harry Potter series coming up, about how changing the race of some of the characters is going to make certain scenes uncomfortable. You know, when James Potter starts bullying Snape, now that Snape's black, it's going to make that scene uncomfortable. Or when people start calling Hermione a mudblood, it's going to make those scenes uncomfortable. Now look, here's the thing. I'm not going to sit here and claim to be the world's biggest Harry Potter fan that knows everything about Harry Potter. I don't. I've seen all the movies. I've read one of the books, but that was all a long time ago. By now, I've probably forgotten more about it than I ever need to begin with. But here's what I do know. If by changing the race of a character, it changes the meaning of a scene, and that now makes you uncomfortable, good. Here's the thing. Art can be many things. But one of the things art must do from time to time is make you uncomfortable. Not all the time, but some of the time, art needs to make you uncomfortable. And the way I see it, this is an example, or at least potentially going to be an example. The show's not out yet, of course, so we don't know what they're going to do. But this could potentially be an example of how you can tell the same story, change a few things, and now the meaning and the feeling of what you're being told is different. Because many people read those Harry Potter books. Millions of people read those books all over the world. And in those books, the race of those characters was never explicitly described, which means some people read that book and imagined Hermione as a white girl. Some other people read that book and imagined Hermione as a black girl. Some other people read that book and imagined Hermione as an Asian girl. Some other people read that book and imagined Hermione as a Cherokee girl. The point is, out of all the people who read that book, specifically out of all the people who read that book before the movies were made, all of them would have had their own descriptions in their head of what Hermione looks like, what Harry looks like, what Ron looks like, what Snape looked like, what McGonagall looks like. They would have all had in their head their own idea of what all these characters look like. And from that, those books would have meant something to them that it didn't mean to somebody else. Out of all the people who read those books, it meant something different to each and every one of them. So when those movies were made, what you saw was somebody's interpretation of those books. And that's just it. It's somebody's interpretation. Had somebody else made those movies, it would have been their interpretation of those books, which is now what's happening with the TV show. It is somebody's interpretation of those books. And in their interpretation, these are what the characters look like. And when you tell that same story with characters that look different to what you're used to, and because of that, it now changes the context or the meaning or the feeling of certain scenes, and it now makes you uncomfortable. Good. Be uncomfortable. When art makes you uncomfortable, the questions you need to be asking yourself is, why does it make me uncomfortable? Is it something in my past? Is it something that I've done? Something that's been done to me? Something that I'm yet to confront or fully deal with? Is it challenging my beliefs? Is it challenging my way of life? Is it making me question things that I thought to be true? Do I now have to get help with something? Do I now have to learn more about a thing? Do I now have to improve my knowledge, improve my understanding so I can have a better idea of why this is making me feel the way that it makes me feel? There could be 1,000,001 reasons why art makes you uncomfortable. But when it does, good.